I use that. Yeah, our next album, we're still in a touring cycle. We're going to Asia next. We have a bunch left to do. We're working on a DVD, so there's a lot. Yeah. Are we coming back to New York? Jordan told you? Oh, I guess I have to admit it then.
He told me, bro.
We are. There should be U.S. tour dates announced very shortly, any day now. Absolutely. Yes. Thank you. We had so much fun. And if you guys were at the Beacon Theater show, it was an awesome night. Thank you guys. Thank you. It's a great place. Yes.
Are you ever gonna plan on another solo album?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that question.
Yo, the last album, it was phenomenal.
Thank you.
Damage Control.
Thank you.
It's probably one. It was amazing.
I will say he's asking if I'm going to working on a solo album, a second solo album. The answer is yes, and I'll have some more news about that in the coming months because I have some cool plans coming up.
What's taking so long though? You been busy with Dream Theater?
Yeah, what's taking so long? That's a valid question.
You should collaborate with Yingwei and Satriani or Vi. That'll be.
Yeah, the kind of the way that my brain works with music. I mean, yes, Dream Theater has taken up a lot of my focus and a lot of my time, and it's certainly my main focus. The way that I did my first solo album, to be totally honest with you, I never really had plans of doing a solo album. I get a lot of satisfaction writing the music in Dream Theater and having that be a big part of my life.
With your music, it's.
Thank you, but I when I got the first G3 tour, I didn't really have any material to play, so I had to write a solo album. So.
Wow.
So that prompted it. So it's not like on the top of my list. It's fun, and I appreciate that you guys want a follow-up. Thank you, and I do have a whole bunch of songs written and demoed, and I will get that out as soon as I possibly can.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes.
Do you plan to make any more instructional material? I really like rap this.
Oh, thank you. Do I plan on making any more instructional material? That's another good question that I get asked a lot. It's a funny thing. It would be nice to do. It's not like on the top of my things that I have right now that I'm focusing on. That instructional video I did way back had so much stuff on it, and I have an idea for another one that I think would be very different from that, and something that would be really interesting. But again, it's a matter of finding the time to work on that and get that out. So I will. It's not going to come out tomorrow or anything, but yes, I would like. That was a lot of fun to do, and I'd like to do another one. And I realize you guys, would like me to do that, so I will try to satisfy. Thank you. Yes.
How involved were you in the development of the Cobalt strings?
How involved was I in the development of the Cobalt strings? The Cobalt strings are the project of Brian Ball at Ernie Ball, and that's his project. And basically, he called me up and said, "Listen, I have this incredible thing that I've been working on for years, and I want your opinion." And he sent me the strings, and basically, I gave him feedback on what they felt like, what they sounded like, played them acoustically, played them through amps, and gave him my feedback on them, and that's about it. Yeah, I didn't wind any strings or anything, or I didn't mine any cobalt, but it's an amazing. The strings are awesome. They're really, really cool. They sound great, and it's great to see a unique. I mean, strings have been around, right? So it's great to see like a new metal being used. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Yes.
Not a question, but I just want to say congratulations on the success of the new CD. It's absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. We had fun making it. We made. Thank you. We made the kind of album that we felt like we had to make. So. It's hard to sit that long, right? Yes. No. That's okay. Yes, in the back.
Are we gonna see Mike Mangini play any backing vocals live?
You gonna see Mike Mangini sing? Is that what you want to? You're gonna have to ask him.
I'm saying because he's the only one playing the back of vocals for every song, so we're gonna see him like singing in the back too. Or
You know what? There's no plans on having Mike Mangini sing right now. I haven't really heard him sing. He might be a Pavarotti. I really don't know. He has the Italian name. You never know.
And when we're gonna see him playing Altivarium live or Change the Season, or have you played with him already?
Will we play those live? Is that what you?
Yeah.
I'm sure we will eventually. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think songs like that are special, and they take up a lot of time, so it has to be during the proper show for sure. Evening With would be an example of when to play a song like that. Yeah, because the 2 hours that we play goes by like that. Yeah. Yes. Hi. Good. What's up? Oh, cool. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Are we doing a liquid tension experiment 3? There are no plans for that right now. No. You know, it's not something that you know. You never know. You never know. There's no plans on doing that right now. No. Yeah. What made me the complete guitarist I am today? Well, thank you. You know, I think I did an interview earlier today with a local paper from where I grew up, and we were talking about you know, when I was younger, just sort of what I experienced as a teenager growing up on Long Island, like I did. I mean, yes, and there's a lot of things. I mean, it's important to be open-minded. When I was younger, there were so many people who played, and they played all different types of music. Like there were kids that were into the Dead and stuff like that, and jam music, and then there was like all these kids that were into metal. Yeah, there were like guys that were, you know, into European metal, and like I had never heard of like Uli John Roth and Rainbow, and you know, what else did they turn me on to? The Scorpions and stuff. Then there were guys, you know, local guys that on the radio, you know, you'd hear Rush and Yes and Sabbath and Ozzy and Zeppelin. So all that music growing up in New York on Long Island was being played. There were tons of kids playing. There were tons of bands playing. And as a guitar player, I just wanted to absorb all of it, you know, and I practiced my ass off. I just dedicated all my time to playing guitar. I jammed with all those kids. I jammed with anybody who was better than me. You know, all the older kids, I would sit in their rehearsals. Yeah, so you got, what's that?
And they all died.
No, I never met him. I never met Vito Prado. But that's what I did. So you got to be hungry, you got to be open-minded, and get out there and just like take advantage of every opportunity that you can. I tried to learn as much as I can. I tried to emulate my heroes. You know, I heard Steve Vai went to Berkeley, so I went to Berkeley. You know, yeah, you know, things like that. So it's, you know, I was totally tunnel vision. Not to quote my own song, one of my songs. You know, I know everybody wants to make it and everybody wants to be the best, but you gotta, you know, you really gotta get that.